Welcome to my new Schedule 1 series where I'll be giving the characters background stories based on how I view them. Just a disclaimer, this is just what I think. You're allowed to agree or disagree. That's absolutely fine. But I'm going to start with Cranky Frank, specifically because I think he's a very interesting character and he's also one of my favorites. I think Cranky Frank is some sort of veteran. And I believe that he went into a big war and obviously he's seen a lot of stuff. So I do believe he has some sort of mental health illness. I'm leaning more towards PTSD and some paranoia as well. Now, the reason I think this is because obviously the army vest gives it away. And I believe that he wears the saucepan on his head as like some sort of helmet. Do you know what I mean? I don't know about the no pants situation though. I'm not entirely sure about that one. But to me, I do think that he's been a veteran in his past. He's quite an isolated gentleman as well. Like, he doesn't seem to stay in a spot with many people. I mean, I've seen him at the bus stop. I've seen him at the shipping containers near the waterfront. And he always seems to be by himself. I mean, I do see him hanging around the campsite where Jerry is. But most of the time, he just seems to kind of isolate himself. And another reason I think he walks around with all his gear on is because he has it in his mind that he thinks either the war he fought in isn't over or there's another war coming, even though there isn't, if that makes sense. Another reason I'm leaning towards him being a veteran is because when you attack him, he pulls out a sharp object. And he does that obviously as a defense, okay? He's doing that to defend himself. I also believe that's why he's a veteran, because he's ready to defend himself. He's also extremely aggressive. And the reason I think he uses is to escape what's going on in his mind. Whether it actually does anything for him, I'm not sure, but I feel like he uses to escape from what he thinks is going on in his... Sorry about that. What's going on in his mind. He also doesn't seem to have any family. Now, I know his name's Cranky Frank, and we don't actually have a last name for him, but he doesn't have a home, which makes me think he doesn't have a family. And I'm kind of leaning towards there's something that's happened with his family, either something tragic or, I don't want to say they passed, but I feel like they've either passed or they left or something happened. And I feel like that's took a toll on him as well. And honestly, he's one of the characters that honestly pulls at my heartstrings because you can tell that there's something he's been through. Like, it's obvious. I actually really like his character. I know there's some people that don't, but for me, I really like Frank's character. I've never really had a problem with him, but I don't know. I just feel so sorry for him. Like, my heart hurts for him. I'm not going to lie. As well, I feel like he's one of those people that would try to warn you about a war coming, and then people just laugh at him because they think he's absolutely insane. That also hurts my heart as well. But I do believe, as of now, because I've only just started this series, but I do believe with the ones I've got lined up so far, Cranky Frank has probably one of the saddest backstories. And like I said, this is just what I think. You're all allowed to make up your own backstory. You can either agree with parts of mine or agree with all of it. It's up to you, honestly. But this is what I think of Cranky Frank's backstory. I'm sorry there wasn't any more I could add in. I'm still trying to build up my confidence making these types of videos because I'm not very confident, and when it comes to like speaking, sometimes I stumble over my words due to my own problems. That's okay. But I hope you liked this video about Cranky Frank's backstory nonetheless.